Good evening, Vice Forecaster USA Severe. Good evening, Vice Forecaster Jenny Rapp with you in the Breaking Weather Center. We just have a tornado warning. This is a damage and tornado warning again. This is down here in parts of Alabama, and this is a tornado warning, and it's a damage one, so we're going to have to stay with you right now. So let's get this thing shared just a second, and we'll start in a minute. All right, this tornado warning is in part of Greene County. This is a tornado warning. I'm just already getting video in from this tornado warning. Yeah. So let me take a look at the warning just in a second here, and we will just get back with you in a second. So let me take a look here. Tornado warning. I think we just got two. We'll zoom in. This tornado warning goes in effect for parts of um, Greene County in Alabama. At 7:05, a confirmed tornado was located 8 miles from McLean, or 8 miles west of Lincolnville, moving at 20 miles an hour. Hazardous. Damage and tornado confirmed by the public. This is a damage and tornado, folks. So you got to get centered. You got to get covered. This is a tornado warning that goes in effect into about 7:30, and I can see why. Yep, red next to green, gate to gate shear. This is a tornado on the ground right now. So if you're in any of these communities, you need to get centered, get covered, put a football helmet, a baseball helmet on you, and protect yourself from flying debris. This is a tornado warning, and I'll flip back the radar. We have a report of a possible tornado 7 miles west of McLean. So if you're in McLean, now's the time to seek shelter. So we'll animate things. This is a tornado warning that goes in effect into around 7:30. So just give me a second here. I'm going to send a couple links out so people can jump on with us, since this is going to be our tornado coverage. Since we got one on the ground, I know a couple people are working at the time with this, so I'm going to change this to orange. This is our feed one, and just keep it in level 2 feed right at just level 1, since we just been having a couple spin ups here, and it's looking like tornado. So right now we'll get back about just in a second. I'm going to send Isaac one. I know ends at work, so he can't join us. All right, then I'm going to just send one more to Jonathan. See if he could come on with us. So just give me a second. Tornado warning continues. This is a damage. So if you're we just got a new severe thunderstorm for Florida. Just going to get into the feed chat because I'm by myself right now. So Alright, we got that tornado warning runs effect for parts of Mississippi area. This is a damaging tornado, folks, so you got to get centered, get covered now. This is a warning that runs through about 7:30. Got that very tight rotation there. Let me see if we have any debris with this. And folks, we don't have any debris yet, but there is a little something. Maybe that could be in the field. But yeah, this storm is really tight. Gate to gate sheared with this tornado warning. So you live in Lincoln area, now the time to act. Your tornado plan of action is get centered, get covered, put a baseball helmet on, and protect yourself for flying debris. So we have a tornado warning in a place into around 7:30. So we'll back out, animate the radar, and just be right back here just in a second. Alright, we still got that tornado warning that runs into 7:30. The storm's still capable of producing a damaging tornado, remains in effect. So we'll change back to our tools here just to see if we have any report of a tornado touching the ground or any debris aloft. So, and I do see no debris, but gives me a, alright, we just have another tornado warning, folks. Alright, new tornado warning has just been issued, so we might be staying with you just for a little longer. Zoom in here. And the new tornado warning that's going for 7:30. We have a new one that goes in effect at 8 o'clock for South Central Perry County and South Western Mississippi, Greene County, and South Central Mississippi into 8 p.m. At 7:12, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is near McLean, or 16 miles west of Glendale, moving east around 20 miles an hour. This is a dangerous situation. This is hazardous tornado. This is just a radar indicated tornado again. No confirmed one on the ground yet. So that's some fantastic news that we don't have anything on the ground right now. So that's some fantastic news. I'm just looking at some tornado debris here, and you could just see if I could find some pictures here and send it to the group. So just a second here, we'll get. And we're starting to get more tornadoes just every minute tonight. So you just join us. Just join the chat. We have a tornado warning. This is in effect for the Alabama area and Mississippi, Alabama area. This is down here the the Mobile, Alabama site. So this is just a radar indicated tornado. So we'll pull up, take a look at this. Don't really have any broad rotation. We'll take a look in, and you can see the rotation is right over here. So after the leaper area, that's where the strongest side of the rotation's at. So this is a radar indicated tornado now. So we don't have one on the ground, but we're going to stay with this just for a second, in case we do start to get a little clutter there. But doesn't look like a huge tornado. But yeah, folks, this is a tornado warning, gate to gate shared. If you live in Perry County up here and parts of Mississippi, you need to be in a tornado safe spot right now. So this is a tornado on the ground. And that's what we need to be keeping in mind. So we'll continue to keep you updated. Flash flooding is going to be becoming a big concern. New severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. So I've not been going along with these because this is in Arkansas and the environment's very favorable tonight for at least a spin-up tornado. So severe thunderstorm warning from South Central Clinton County in Central Arkansas, South Central Eastern Caro Paris in Louisiana, North Central West Carlos County in Louisiana. That runs in effect into about 8 p.m. So right now we're at 7 p.m. Severe thunderstorm is near Oak Grove or 15 miles south of the lake. Pride munition on 25 miles an hour, 60 miles of wind gust. So this storm, all right, we just have a tornado warning has just been issued down here for Arkansas. So I was just right, starting to get a little weak rotation there. Tornado warning process, so we want to have to stay with this. So if you in so we have a tornado warning. So if you live in Oak Grove, you're under a tornado warning right now, and that needs to run the effect into about so what the storm's showing me signs of potentially a rotation. So if you live in Oak Grove, you might need to be shaken shelter. You're under a tornado warning. So hold on just a second. All right, this tornado warning goes into effect, and that runs through about, let's see what time that expires. This tornado warning is in Arkansas, and at 7:16, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was near Lake Oak Grove, Lake Prime Manusa 25, so hazardous tornado. So if you live in the storm, I would just decide to buy a shake shelter, basement, small 2-room. Away from windows, this is a tornado warning. Checking for flying debris. We don't even have flying debris right now, but the storm does give you signs of some pretty decent size of rotation. So if you live north in this area and this tornado polygon, I would shake shelter because you could get up to hail beside the quarters and very low hail. I mean, I'm not seeing the case where we see very large hail today, but this storm is capable today with some pretty strong signs of wind sheared with this tornado. The environment set up tonight where we can see a couple tornado warnings with this. So tornado down here, there's no confirmed one on the ground yet. So I think you guys still need to be in your tornado safe spot. Uh, excuse me. Put in things in animation here in just a second. Checking my phone. And just hold on just a second here. So if you live in any of these communities, you definitely need to be getting centered and getting covered. This is a tornado warning. Folks, this was a tornado on the ground, but now looking at some of the new models that don't even have that, but you still got to get covered. Still a severe thunderstorm warning with that. Goes in effect at 8 p.m., but this new storm did have some pretty decent signs of circulation with it. So now's the time to get act quickly, move to your safe spot. Because these storms could produce brief tornadoes, and this is why we're continuing to be on. Just checking some other things right now. Some weak sheared, and that still continues. So if you just joining me tonight, we do have a couple tornado warnings that we're in effect down here. Note that we only have one confirmed report today of a tornado 7 miles south of the McLean area. So this storm is a pretty decent hook. So you probably want to be in a safe place. Get ground floor, put many walls between you as possible, and stay away from the windows. It's the best thing to do. Let the storm directly past you. So we're in tornado coverage now. We kind of figured we would have a few advisories. We'll probably get posted on this event. It's because these storms would produce the amount of sheared what we need, and that is a pretty decent cut right there in parts of McLean area. To get some wind shear. So we will continue to keep an eye on them. So we have a couple tornado warnings have been issued. So far, nobody is really commenting here. We've only got one here. So we're continuing to watch storms this evening. So tornado warning continues for about for a little longer. These storms could produce a couple brief spin ups. And this is the line I've been talking about this evening that could produce a quick tornado spin up, and we're going to have to watch some of these little kinks in the line like this, these little spins, because that's where you could get a spin up circulation at right over here. So if you're just joining me, we have a tornado warning in place. That's the strongest sheared is right there. So right now, this Alright, I got the mic back on now. So tornado warning continues. Oh, sorry, I had the mic off. Very strong signs of wind shear with this. And that's going to push into like McLean and up towards like Neely area. That's what the strongest side of the rotation is going to be. So far, no confirmed reported tornado on the ground right now, but there is some decent sized rotation. So I just want to give everybody a follow-up update. We had a couple of tornado warnings, and they're still in place. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We could see a few more with this because some of this is starting to have a little bit of surface base where we can get a couple spin-up tornadoes with the line. And there's another one trying to get going. It's probably just for hail. This storm over here could produce some very large hail with that. And let me see. So that's no warning in place, but the storm over here could produce some very large hail with that. And that's why we're continuing to let you know this storm could produce probably some very large hail with it. And we need to be keeping in mind. So right now we don't have much viewers on from this area. Tornado warning still in process into around 8 p at 7:30. This one expired. So the hail count's really going down. Check the velocity, and this one's looking a little more weaker. It's this one over here by McLean area. It's going to have more wind shear with it. Right, they just took one tornado warning off board. I think they just issued a new one into 8:15. So we would probably have to stay with this. Is the one. All right, now they just canceled another one, so that's good. They keep getting tornado warnings taken off the board. So this new one is probably getting ready to move out of the area too. And these are just little spin ups, especially this one cell right here by McLean. That's the one that could produce a brief tornado. You're going to have to watch, make sure you're in your safe spot. Put many walls between you as possible. Check in with our tools. I don't see anything that could cause any problems. So right now, just got 3 tornado warnings and on board. This new one up here from McLean area about to expire. Then we just got this one up here, just got issued, and that other one just expired. So that's good news. So tornado warning still capable in Arkansas, and that one in Mississippi. These storms still could produce a brief tornado without no warning. Still strong signs of sheared there, but it's giving me a little sign that debris ball just kind of lifted. So let me check that. And you can see by Terry area, that was the biggest part of the storm. Is in Terry area, that was the strongest storm what we had. So the tornado warning are just about ready to be taken off board. We will probably be back on because a couple more other cells are trying to get us act together, especially down here by Gateville. That's the strongest part of that storm is by Gateville. Right there is giving me signs of some pretty decent strong signs of rotation. So we would have to watch them. So right now, we will continue to keep things eye on it and break in. Right now, we only got 2 tornado warnings on the board, so we will continue to keep you updated, and we'll break in as we think there's going to be a life situation.